Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. At the half, here from Notre Dame High School, the Rams of Hightstown on top by 6, 32-26 the score. And the first half numbers brought to you by the Trentonian. The Irish putting up 26 in that first half. It was started off with a couple of buckets inside, couple of tough buckets inside. All of the buckets have been tough to come by so far for the Irish, as this physical, handsy defense of the Rams has been able to turn defense to offense. But let's tally up the numbers here first half-wise. Will Foley with 4, the leading scorer for the Irish, held to just 4 in the first half. Charlie Scher with 2. Merloose leads the Irish with 7, 5 of them coming in that second quarter. Max Foley with 4, and Julian Matera with 3. Josh Gittetti with 6, all coming in that second quarter. The big man off the bench doing his damage inside and doing a great job to keep the Irish afloat and make this a single-digit game down the stretch here this afternoon. You add all that up, that's 26 points for the Irish, and they trail by 6 to the Rams. 9 points from Ben Duberglass, the sophomore, 5 in the second, 4 in the first. For Elisini, he's got 7. Jason Whitlock with 7. Ray Valentino with 9. And Duberglass and Valentino leading the Rams with 9 apiece. You add all that up, and that brings us to 32. A 6-point advantage on the scoreboard. A handful of threes made by the Rams in this one already, and that's kind of been their recipe to success, Ryan Baxter. If they haven't been getting the ball into the paint for high percentage looks, turning defense to offense, they've been spacing and shooting and knocking down their open threes. That has really extended the lead and made it what was as high as 12 in this contest already. But you're seeing spacing, shooting, you accompany that with defense leading to offense, and that's where you have a lead at the half for the Hightstown Rams.
This Hightstown team has done everything they've wanted on the defensive end of things, really. Notre Dame started to make it close in the second quarter. Like you said, you mentioned Gittetti just absolutely being the difference maker for the Irish. He's been the guy for them on defense and on offense. It's like we saw right before the half ended, his sheer presence altered 2 or 3 layups down there by Valentino, and he's been doing his thing too. Not necessarily somebody you would call out really for high scoring numbers, but he's been drilling it as he's been getting the ball whenever he gets it. But yeah, the Hightstown defense has been exactly as advertised. They've been getting their hands on the ball whenever they can. They've been throwing their bodies wherever they can, diving for loose balls. Scrappy basketball in the first half, and it's going to be the exact same story for the second half too. Like you said, that lead was 12 for Hightstown, and Notre Dame completely brought this back and made it anybody's game. From what was a Hightstown dominated game is back to Notre Dame being the comeback kids.
A 6-0 run orchestrated by the Irish to end the half and catapulted by Josh Gittetti with 4 straight points on his own right to end the half. The Irish will start with the basketball here in quarter number 3, a side inbounds. Scher, Will Foley, Noah Mathis, Max Foley, and J.P. Merloose, the 5 for the Irish to start. Same 5 for the Rams. That started this one as well. Max Foley gets it in the corner. A kick out to Mathis. He wants a 3. On the way, spins out. Rebound by Duberglass. Here's Elisini taking his time. An unfriendly roll, a common story of the first half for the Irish too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Duberglass, his 3 on the way, too strong. Batted out of bounds by Deutsch. It'll head back with the Irish. Will Foley will inbound.
To go back to what you were saying, yeah, it was a very unfriendly rim for the Irish. Whenever they did get their looks, it was always taking 1-2 rolls and coming out on the left side, right side of the basket, anything but down.
Sure, forcing the issue inside. He's stripped. Foley, Max Foley that is, out to Merloose. Charlie Scher, the junior, works it around the perimeter. This is Noah Mathis. Valentino out on him. Now Will Foley with Yassine Elisini out on him. Merlus, a crossover, a drive inside, has it poked out by Deutsch, and it will stay with the Irish. Inbounding under their own basket. As they can figure out who they want to inbound, it's Will Foley to inbound. Almost into that right corner. Foley flicks it out to Merlus. Feed. Max Foley lines up a three. Can't get it to go. Valentino with a big time board.
He seems surprised to find himself that open there.
Foley can definitely stroke it from beyond the arc. Unable to capitalize on the wide open look that time around. Valentino has it poked away but hauls it back in. Mathis extending the pressure out on him. Ray Valentino driving, kicking, Whitlock. Baseline drive, stepped on the line but got rid of it in time. And a timeout called by Don DeLeo. And DeLeo not too happy with how that set looked, working it into the corner closest to us. He takes a timeout, 6:34 remaining here in the third quarter. It's time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, a family-owned and operated local business since 1920. Jammer continues to SWAT home run sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer Doors features Rainer garage doors, steel or aluminum, and crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors and Windows do their own work and installation using no subcontractors, saving you money. Visit them at their Lawrenceville showroom at Business Route 1, 2850 Brunswick Pike on Business Route 1, and the Yardley showroom in the Yardley Gristmill, 10 South Main Street in Yardley Borough. Action just about set to resume. Still looking for the first points here in the second half. It's a 6-point advantage on the scoreboard for the Rams. Duverglass cutting inside. Feed out from Elisini. This is Whitlock taking Max Foley inside, and a foul called against the Irish. Whitlock forcing it inside into a double team, but a little too handsy that time were the Irish.
Surprised it wasn't another jump ball.
Lob pass out to Valentino. Inside feed. Duverglass, a triple, well wide. That's going to go back down with the Irish. Still looking for the first points here in the second half. J.P. Merlus gets the inbounds feed from Will Foley. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Merlus with Deutsch on him. Max Foley. Irish work it around the perimeter. Man-to-man still from the Rams. Feed into the corner. It's Merlus. Has it stolen. Elisini on the break to Deutsch. Right-hand runner rattles in. Chase Deutsch, first bucket of the afternoon. Lead up to 8 for the Rams.
It's more defense into offense for the Rams there. Leading steal man comes through as usual to get the steal. Finding the young sophomore Deutsch for the first bucket of his day, actually, like you mentioned.
Merlus gets fouled and will head to the line for 2. Second chance opportunity for J.P. Merlus. Almost had an and one chance.
But then again, it goes back to that unfriendly rim for the Irish there.
After the made lay-in from Chase Deutsch, Merlus trying to respond on the other end. A chance at 2 here at the line. First attempt on the way is good. Clock stopped at 5:30 on the nose here in quarter number 3. Second attempt is good as well. Merlus has 9, lead back to 6 for the Rams. Elisini swings it over to Deutsch. Elisini tried to get it back, but Charlie Schur with some handsy defense. Forces it out of bounds, right in front of the Rams bench to inbound. Deutsch into the backcourt to Elisini. Valentino. Elisini looking for the cutting Duverglass across the baseline. The lefty drives, feeds Whitlock, up and under, blocked inside. Sent back by the Irish. Merlus with his head up into the front court. Feeds Foley, corner feed Sure is going to feed it or drive it inside. Find a new word. Inside. Can't get it to go. This is Whitlock. Yassine Elisini, a spin move, the right hand, up and out. Ooh. Unkind roll for the senior.
Great move by him, though.
Foley to Foley in the corner. Will gets it back. Yassine on him. The lefty drives, pulls up from the charity stripe, too strong. Sure with a board, fighting for it, gets it. Merloose lines up a three, can't knock it down. Valentino with a rebound. Arguably the best three-point shooter for the Irish, left all alone and can't capitalize. Whitlock, a three, yes! Into double figures is Jason Whitlock. The sophomore now leads the Rams with 11. Foley driving, feeding Merloose, but he walked.
There was more driving kick action on that last Hightstown possession where Whitlock got the three. Elisini continuing to doing his thing, running this offense almost to perfection for the Rams. There's a reason why they have this 9-point lead right now.
37-28, under 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. After the Irish turnover, Rams looking to capitalize on the ensuing possession. Duverglass, catch and shoot three, short. Mathis with a board. Foley. Now Merloose. Mathis on the inside, a kick out. Gatetti thought about a triple. Foley, a healthy three on the way, rims out. Duverglass with a strong board. Elisini with a head full of steam into the front court. All the way to the cup and lays it in. The Irish never stopped the rock, and Elisini took it coast to coast for two. It's an 11-point lead for the Rams.
He had Deutsch in the corner down here too, but he decided he was going to do it himself that time.
J.P. Merloose. Noah Mathis. And Merloose, two-man action, left wing. Sure. Inside to Mathis. He'll post up and go to work. Duverglass up to the task. Merloose with Valentino on it. He'll pull it out. Under 3 minutes to go. Merloose double team. Foley left alone. Catch and shoot three. He knocks it down. First three of the night for Will Foley. Makes it an 8-point game and a timeout taken by the Rams. Don DeLeo not liking that rotation, and he wants to talk some things over with his squad. 2:36 to go in quarter number 3. Rams still on top by 8, but Foley knocks down his first three of the night. Don't go anywhere. Following the end of this one, fans, the Italian People's Bakery will sponsor our player of the game interview. The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on WBCB. Visit them at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery at 63 Butler Street is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. You can visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Still a quarter left plus to play here from Notre Dame High School. An 8-point advantage for Don DeLeo's Rams. And a timeout taken by the Rams after the leading scorer for the Irish knocks down a trifecta, a much-needed one at that, the first one of the night for Foley. Just the third three of the game for the Irish.
Getting their leading man going, though, might be something that the Irish need for this second half. Like you said, there's still over 10 minutes of basketball left in this game right here.
Full court pressure being applied, and now rescinding back into the half court are the Irish defensively. Elisini across the timeline, works it into the right wing corner. Driving, baseline, feeding Whitlock. Floater blocked by Mathis. Sure up ahead. This is Merloose. His drive fouled, and he'll shoot two. Noah Mathis, 6 feet 5 inches, sending all of that one back.
Defense turning into offense now on the Irish side of things now. Mathis uses all of that 6'5" frame to get up there and send it back to the other side.
Only 5 points in the quarter for the Irish. Merloose at the line shooting two. Sinks the first. .2:15 to go here in quarter number 3. Irish down by 7. The roll won't go. Hauled in by Valentino. Merlus splits a pair. Whitlock, a head full of steam. Corner kick to Duverglass. The 3 rims out. Merlus with a big-time board. Sure up ahead. Makes a move. Penetrates, kicks. Foley all alone. No. Batted about by Merlus. Last touched by the Rams. Irish will inbound under their own basket. Merlus, corner, sure, catch and shoot 3, sure! Why not? Sure with 5. 1:40 remaining in the third. It's a 4-point game. Smallest deficit for the Irish since they trailed by 1, 3-2. Whitlock to Valentino. Elisini back to Whitlock inside. The turnaround left short. Merlus with a board. Tide changing in the Irish favor.
They're now in striking distance. One more quick bucket.
Foley forcing the issue and getting 2. 5 in the quarter. It's a 2-point game. Duverglass with Merlus on him. He's stripped, stolen, the run out. Merlus was looking for sure, but he stopped running. Elisini with the steal. Elisini, corner feed, Duverglass 3, can't make him pay. Second chance, sophomore driving, puts it up, no shot. The call is on the floor for the time being. I know what he's got. Looked like a potential and one opportunity, but no continuation at the high school level. That's going to stay on the floor. Duverglass knifing inside, getting the foul call. Inbounds for the Rams under their own hoop. Matera comes into the game for Gatetti. It's a 2-point lead for the Rams. They have the rock under their own basket. Elisini finds Whitlock, floats it up. Won't roll. Valentino hits the hardwood. He can't haul it in, but Elisini does. Elisini trying to get out of the corner. He'll reset. Final 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Elisini with a crossover. Here's Valentino. Gets it back. Senior guard. Senior on senior matchup. Merlus steals it. Up ahead feed to Sure. The run out. Blocked, but he's fouled. Charlie Sure, a big-time 3, a couple possessions back, and a chance to tie it with a pair at the line.
Rams getting a taste of their own medicine now from the Irish. Merlus has been in there the past couple of possessions, getting his hands in there and ripping those crossovers away, putting the Irish right back into this game.
Knocks down the first. Wyatt Moore and Andrew Gill check into the game. Will Foley and JP Merlus a chance to get some fluids and a quick breath. Second attempt from Sure, rims out. It's a 1-point game. Irish still down. Final seconds here, third quarter. 10 seconds and counting. Elisini to Deutsch, corner, Whitlock. Behind the back, a foul is called on Matera. Clock stops with 4.3. Deutsch to inbound, sideline, far side. Corner feed, Duverglass, 2 seconds. Elisini at the buzzer, no. Through 3 quarters of play, it's a 1-point affair. The Irish battle all the way back from down as many as 11 to make this a 1-point game. 1 quarter to go here from Notre Dame, Mercer County High School basketball here on WBCB. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
The Irish outscore the Rams in the third quarter 12-7. It's a 1-point game. Final quarter underway. Elisini, Duverglass, catch and shoot three, short. Mathis has it poked away. Matera with a board. Merloose gets it from Matera. Right wing. Merloose with a crossover. With space, puts it up and in off the glass. Merloose with 12. Whitlock looking for a response. Valentino puts it on the hardwood. Spins, kicks, corner. This is Whitlock. Baseline drive. Merloose on him. Valentino out, left wing. A pass inside. Duverglass to post up. And a foul on Andrew Gill. A little too handsy with Duverglass as he hits the hardwood. Gill getting tabbed with the foul. Irish first team foul.
This Hightstown squad has been trying to get Duverglass going for most of the second half here, but it seems like he's just been short on most of those shots. I don't know if it's the Notre Dame defense or if it's just his shot right now, but his performance isn't helping the Rams at all.
Deutsch trying to get free. Duverglass gets the inbounds feed. The sophomore hounded by Gill. Lefty drives, he's fouled. Mathis got a hand on the rock, but a physical drive on the inside from Duverglass as he'll earn a trip to the stripe. Chance for Duverglass to get his first points of the second half. 9 in the first half. Gets the first. Duverglass in double figures, he's got 10. 7:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Second attempt is true. It's a 1-point advantage for the Rams. Skip pass, Will Foley. The lefty gets to the middle of the floor. Across the timeline, Merloose. Mathis corner, Gill, catch and shoot three. He knocks it down! Andrew Gill off the bench with a big-time triple. Irish up by 2. It's their first lead since they led 2-0. Foley on Deutsch. Stripped. Foley with a steal. Will Foley into the front court. Needing help, he gets it to Merloose. J.P. Merloose. Elisini on him, he crosses up. Has it stripped. What a steal. Elisini gets it back. Into the front court, Euro stepping, lays it up short. Last touch by the Rams. It'll go back down with the Irish.
The second half has really turned into the luck of the Irish here because now they're getting some rolls to go. They're playing their brand of defense and it's working out for them now. Like you said, it's their first lead since the first. It's turning into the luck of the Irish now.
Foley knifes inside, puts it up with the left it short. Mathis gets called for the foul, 3 feet away from the basket. Unhappy with that call. The sophomore picks up another. It's the third team foul against the Irish. Max Foley will check back in. Noah Mathis gets a break. Max Foley going to run the 5 for the Irish as we approach the 6-minute mark. 2-point advantage for the Irish. 43-41 game here in the fourth quarter. Elisini, Deutsch, a 3. He knocks it down.
We got a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen.
Gill finds Matera. He'll drive, kick corner. Will Foley's 3. No good. Merloose battling for it. Hauled in by Valentino. And Elisini has it for the Rams. Hightstown back on top by 1. Deutsch to Elisini. Gets a screen. Elevates inside. Can't get it to go. Brought in by Elisini. Second chance, no. Third chance, no. Merloose with a board. Strong rebound from the senior, J.P. Merloose. Matera, a pull-up from 18. Rattles out. Elisini up ahead pass. Whitlock. Stripped. Last touch by the Rams. What a play by Matera. The hustle play from Julian Matera earns the ball back for the Irish. 4:53 to go, fourth quarter. Notre Dame down by 1. Charlie Scher checks back in. Max Foley checks out.
Matera came out of nowhere on that defensive possession there. I didn't even see him in the backcourt.
Using some of that football speed that time was Julian Matera.
I think they call that pursuit.
Middle feed, Matera, jump pass stolen. Elisini has it. Euro stepping in the lane, what a finish. First points of the fourth quarter, Elisini's got 11. Merloose into the front court, has it stripped. Duverglass. Now Elisini finds Whitlock. Tried to throw it down, he lost it. Elisini with a steal. Rams get it back. Deutsch lays it up, he can't get it. Whitlock's follow will go on a timeout taken by the Rams. A 5-point advantage, defense to offense. Hightstown finding themselves down the stretch as their lead grows to 5 in a matter of seconds. Whitlock wanted to throw it down with authority. He lost it, got it back, laid it in. Either way you draw it up, 2 points were scored by Whitlock as he made good on his miss.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the stylish way he wanted to do it at first, but nevertheless, he adds to this Hightstown lead here. It seemed like he changed his mind halfway up there. It's like, oh man, I gotta lay it up, and then just put it right over the basket. But like you said, didn't really hinder him in the long run there as Hightstown extends.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. What a game we've had so far, as the Rams have led by as many as 12, the Irish leading by as many as 2, getting the lead back for the first time since they led 2-0, and giving it right back up as they trail by 5. 4:13 to go. Irish with the rock, distance of the floor to go. Scher, Merloose, Foley, Matera, and Gill, the 5 for the Irish. Duverglass, Elisini, Whitlock, Deutsch, and Valentino for the Rams. Nearing the 4-minute mark. Merloose clears the timeline. Deutsch extending his pressure out. Merloose will drive, gets a screen from Matera. Skip feed. Here's Will Foley. Gets inside, pulls out. Andrew Gill with a 3 made in the quarter. 2-possession game. Irish still down by 5, looking for a bucket. Will Foley.
They haven't gotten a clean look just yet.
Merloose thought about it, steps inside, has it poked away. It'll stay with the Irish. Handsy defense. Some good coaching on display during the timeouts. You can tell Coach Don DeLeo telling his guys to stay active in the lane, and a number of times in this quarter alone, they've batted the ball away from J.P. Merloose.
Yeah, these boys definitely listen to every word Coach has to say.
Charlie Scher's 3 won't go. Rebound by Matera. He's fighting for it. And a foul called on the floor. Whitlock's going to be called for the foul. It looked like both guys came down with the basketball, but Whitlock going to get called for a personal, the first team foul in the quarter for the Rams.
Yeah, the positioning on that, it looked really, really bad. It looked like Whitlock was almost like trying to hug his neck there.
Inbounds pass. This is Andrew Gill. Gill loses his dribble and finds Will Foley. Elisini on Will Foley. Foley drives, puts it up, and it won't roll.
No.
The unluckiest of bounces for Will Foley. Still a 5-point lead for the Rams.
Oh, that's immensely frustrating as a basketball player. You don't even know. That was a perfect little floater right there. You can't do it much better.
Whitlock, now Elisini. Deutsch. Duverglass to Deutsch. Gill hounding Deutsch. In the lane, now out to Duverglass. Elisini to reset. Gets a screen. Matera on Elisini. 2:40 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Rams trying to get a clean look. They're up by 5. And the foul called against Andrew Gill on the low block. Josh Gatetti and Noah Mathis to check in for the Irish. Will Foley and Andrew Gill to check out.
Same as the last defensive possession. No clean look for Hightstown just yet, but with a 5-point lead with 2:35 yet, they're more than okay with that.
Inbounds pass, arid, into the backcourt. Rams get it back. Duverglass in the corner. Sidestep, feed, loose. Valentino can't finish. Batted out and the Rams get it back. Elisini driving, opposite, skip pass, Duverglass, Euro steps, left hand, rims out. Valentino aboard, he hits the deck. Mathis is fouled. They'll get Duverglass for the reach. A little over 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Irish get the rock back, still down by 5. Rams outscoring the Irish 9-5 in the quarter. Here's Merloose.
Getting a little low on time here. The Irish got to start going a little bit quicker.
Matera trying to create some space. Deutsch on him, gives it back to Merloose. Entry feed in the paint. Mathis turns and faces. Matera hoists one, it won't go. Hauled in by Duverglass as he seals out Gatetti. Big time rebound for the Rams. Elisini blows by Merloose. Elisini draws the foul against Merloose. 1:41 to go. And now the Rams, a couple possessions away from a victory. They just need to take care of the rock and knock down their free throws.
They got the right man at the stripe to do it too.
Elisini shooting 2. Hits the first. It's the second free throw attempt on the night. And hits the second. 7-point game. Final 90 seconds and change. Merloose stripped. Diving for it. Deutsch, last touch by Hightstown. Irish keep it. 92 seconds to go here in regulation. Trailing by 7 are the Irish.
They got to be quick, but they got to be smart with the ball too.
Sure, can't get it in. Batted out of bounds. Stays with the Irish.
Making sure the crowd's paying attention there as that one goes right into the stands.
Sure, gets it in. This is Mathis. Now Sure. Matera's gonna drive. Hook kick opposite, stolen by Deutsch. Another turnover forced by the Rams defense. Whitlock penetrates, and they'll pull it out. Up by 7, the Rams okay, eating off some clock. Elisini in the lane, left hand won't go. Batted out, and last touched by the Rams.
I know it's like you take every shot that you see, but I'm a little surprised that they're not drilling it out a little bit more, because Notre Dame can really come back and make this a game. If they're careless with the ball like they were, we could be looking at a tie game.
Charlie Sure draws the foul against Jason Whitlock. That is the third team foul against Hightstown. 2 more until they are in the bonus. Matera gets the inbounds feed. Under a minute to go. Irish down by 7. Merloose, inside drive. Count it! And a chance for one more. Merloose hit the deck hard, and he's in quite a bit of pain. Slow to get up.
Yeah, he's really feeling that one.
J.P. Merloose, the senior captain, hobbles to the line. An and one opportunity. A chance to make this a 4-point game. Merloose with 4 in the quarter. 14 on the night. Clock stopped at 51.1. Irish down 5. Merloose can't sink the and one. Ball batted out and hauled in by Duverglass. Elisini to Duverglass. Across the timeline. Elisini trapped. Splits the double team. Ball's loose. And a timeout called by Don DeLeo. 34 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. A near turnover forced by Notre Dame, but just in the nick of time, Don DeLeo gets a timeout.
Seemed like Valentino was trying to take the ball away there and almost forced a travel. There was a lot of confusion there. He was begging and begging for the ball with that double team. He was wide open there.
Final seconds here in the fourth quarter. Irish down by 5. The Rams trying to eat off as much clock as they can. And for Notre Dame, have to question whether or not the fouling game begins already in the bonus, not having to worry about reaching that 5-foul limit. They're already there, so a foul will send them to the line and preserve some of the clock.
Yeah, Hightstown has been really, really good with their free throws today as well, though, so that might have to factor into some type of decision made here. I do think that now would be the time because we're under a minute left here. It's been a very competitive game, and the momentum is really just going back and forth. One little quick play could put the Irish back on top in the momentum side of things, and after some fouls, that could cause some mental lapses. Maybe somebody misses a few free throws, and the Irish are right back in it. They're in this now, but they just need something really, really nice to go their way.
Rams 9 for 11 at the stripe tonight. Schur fouls Deutsch. Clock stops 30.1, and Deutsch will shoot 2. Chase Deutsch, the junior guard at the line. He's got 5 on the night.
Oddly quiet night for the young man.
A quiet gym here at Notre Dame. Maybe a little too quiet for Deutsch as he can't get the first to fall. Still a 5-point game. Merloose comes in, Matera comes out.
5 red, here we go. Make one, here we go.
If he makes one, it's 3 possessions, and that changes the whole outlook for the Irish.
Deutsch sinks the second. Merloose gets the inbounds pass. Irish down 6. Foley drives, forces it up, it won't go. Gattetti, second chance is good. Timeout taken. 20.9 to go in the fourth quarter. As the 2-point lay-in from Gattetti gives him 8.
He's almost been like a secret weapon for this Irish team today off the bench there. Him just being out there has just set the tone for the Irish there on defense and offense. He's just able to get the ball in his hands at all times. He's got like a magnet on him.
It's a 4-point game, 51-47. Hightstown will have the rock with the distance of the floor to go after the Gattetti putback. What a game here on WBCB. If you're just joining us alongside Ryan Baxter, my name is Mike Warren. A game for the ages when you talk about this rivalry between Hightstown and the Irish of Notre Dame. Last year, Notre Dame snapping a 5-game losing streak against Hightstown, a 22-point victory at Hightstown a year ago in February. And the Rams trying to hold on to this one to avenge that loss just a year ago. Inbounds pass is to Whitlock.
No foul yet.
Duverglass. Irish not fouling. Ball is loose and a foul gets called. Tim Stevens out towards the Irish logo on the side of the floor there with his hands on his head in disbelief.
I'm in just as much disbelief, honestly. That was a really, really close one there. I thought he got a clean strip.
Big 2 go home, 1st and 10 on Mike King.
14.8 to go. 2 shots at the line for Duverglass.
You got it, kid. Let's go, my guy.
A sophomore.
Hey.
Gets the roll on the first. Merloose and Foley back in for the Irish. Duverglass, 2 for 2. Sure, step back 3 on the way, won't roll. Gettetti's follow, there's a foul and he'll shoot 2 at the line with 5 seconds to go. 6-point game, Gettetti shooting 2. Gettetti can't get the first. Five seconds left in this contest. Wyatt Moore checking into the game for the Irish. Gettetti can't get the second. Fighting for it, a jump ball is called, and it's going to stay with the Irish.
They're still showing fight here with just under 4 seconds to go. You love to see it.
Down 6. Under their own hoop. Gettetti to inbound. Merloose, his 3. Yes! Clock continued to tick after the make. A timeout was taken. And there should be at least 2 seconds on the clock. At least 1 and some change. As Merloose able to make it a 1-possession game on the made 3 in the corner. So the refs are going to have to adjust this clock. They'll meet at the scores table, try and put a couple extra seconds back on. But it looked like the ball went through with about 2.3 maybe 2.4 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think you're right, honestly. And with that said, putting that time on the clock is absolutely crucial because the Rams are 1 mistake away from taking a really well-played game and really throwing it away.
They add 9/10 of a second, 1.2 left on the clock. Rams will inbound, distance of the floor to go. And for the Irish, you got to think maybe they try and foul before the inbounds is even allowed in. But not sure how they're going to go about this one strategically. Tim Stevens drawing up the play here defensively, and Coach Don DeLeo, you heard him barking out before that final possession for the Irish. Everybody get out of bounds for the inbounds play. So almost like a football-style inbounds play. We've seen them do it before,
right,
where they'll have all 5 guys start on the baseline and run routes like wide receivers, and the inbounder acts as the quarterback trying to find them. Feed to Duverglass. Clock started way too early, and they're going to have to figure this one out. So confusion at the scores table because Elisini feeded it over to Duverglass, fed it over to Duverglass.
It was quite honestly what you were talking about. Elisini was pretty much running a go route, and he was going to, I think that was the plan there, but the light played a really good defensive back there and completely ruptured the plans there for the Rams.
Clock back to 1.2, and the Rams might not be able to go with the same play they were just trying to run. Inbound to Duverglass to Whitlock. A foul gets called, but the clock expires first. 53-50 the final score. Don DeLeo fired up after that one, and a big-time victory on the road for the Hightstown Rams. The Rams come into the Irish home and snap the 3-game win streak with a victory, 53-30, the final score. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, the Italian People's Bakery and Amaya's Italian Eatery Player of the Game interview next here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery, and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Back here at Notre Dame High School, the Hightstown Rams victorious over the Irish of Notre Dame, a final score of 53 to 50, excuse me. And joining us now are Italian People's Bakery and Amaya's Italian Eatery player of the game, Ray Valentino, the senior forward, with 9 points, 7 of them coming in the first quarter. Yep. Ray, you really set the tone tonight for the Rams. What was the agenda coming into this game? A tough loss a season ago, a double-digit loss on your home floor. It's got to feel pretty good to come here and get the revenge this time around.
Yeah, I mean, the agenda was to be the aggressors. We just had to be the aggressors. We couldn't lack defensively, offensively, and we just got to play together. That was our game plan going into it, and obviously we executed. So.
It seems like when you guys are at your best this season, your defense leads to offense. Scrappy play, whether it's forced in the half court, full court. Defensively, what do you think the identity of this team is when you talk with Coach DeLeo in practice and work with your guys? What would you say is the identity of this team defensively?
I would say the identity of this team defensively is just to be physical. Although we're a young team, I think we do play physical, we play hard, and we're just very athletic. So I think we use our athleticism to our advantage. And yeah, I think that's what we do.
You and Yassine El-Hassini, 2 of 3 seniors on this team, limited in terms of experience, but a lot of sophomores who got valuable minutes last year. What can you say about sophomore guard Ben Duverglass and his effort tonight? 13 points from him, a couple of big made free throws down the stretch. A season ago, thrusted into a lot of big moments as a freshman, and now as a sophomore, really starting to shine in the biggest stage.
Yeah, Ben Duverglass, by the time he's a senior, he's going to be a stud, so... although he's a sophomore, he's very poised. He has like a veteran presence about him, which is kind of rare for a sophomore. So very proud of Ben, very clutch player, great shooter, and we wouldn't win without him. So, yeah.
Awesome stuff, Ray. Well, for your efforts tonight, you're going to go home with a couple of awesome gift certificates. First one from the Italian People's Bakery. Make sure you visit them at 63 Butler Street. You're going to get a free sandwich of your choice. Visit the Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. Get yourself a free sandwich. You're also going to go home with a free plain pizza from Amaya's Italian Eatery. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. Some good football games on this afternoon. Might want to get a pie and a sandwich for the late slate later tonight. Good stuff from Ray. Visit Amaya's Italian Eatery. All of your Italian needs food-wise there. You can visit them, a proud sponsor of today's contest. Absolutely. Ray, congratulations on the win, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ray Valentino, our Italian People's Bakery and Amaya's Italian Eatery player of the game. You can go ahead and pass that headset over here. Sir. We're going to talk with your coach, Don DeLeo, in just a second. And a great win for the Rams today as Ray Valentino goes home, our player of the game. And we are going to head things over now with Don DeLeo. Don, might be a bit of a sweaty headset there. Listen, when we talk with a lot of these coaches in the public school specifically, they always have the Notre Dame game circled, whether it's Notre Dame, Princeton Day. When you get to face the private schools, it just means a little bit more. What does this win mean to you and your team today?
Well, I'd say this: it's a very big MCT positioning game. I think Notre Dame and ourselves are in that middle of the pack right now, trying to carve out a spot in the top 8. Right? It's funny that we're now talking about top 8, bottom 8 with the new MCT, MCI. Sure. We had a game plan tonight. Come in, follow that, execute that, and you got a shot to win. Obviously, down the stretch, midway through that third quarter, the wheels kind of fell off for us. Almost like an AAU game, right? It's up and down, craziness, right? And we just really, we showed discipline, we showed toughness, and we found ways to win down the stretch. And I'm really proud of our guys. And this win is big. It's big. It means a lot to us.
Absolutely. A season ago, after this game, I remember we were on the floor at Hightstown. Ben Duverglass was a freshman. He was very upset after that loss to Notre Dame, and you told him that moments like today were going to come where he was going to be asked to hit big shots down the stretch. That happened. That day came today, almost a year later from that loss. How much growth have you seen from this sophomore and just from 1 year to the next?
Listen, Ben Duverglass, since the season has ended last March, has put in so much time individually, team-wise. We've put in so much time. We played about 60 games from June 15th to November 15th to get ready for the season because I knew that we had guys that were inexperienced and youthful that needed to learn how to be varsity basketball players, and, he did that tonight.
You guys improve on the season to 8-7 on the year, a much-needed victory for you guys. It's been an up-and-down year for a lot of teams in Mercer County, but when we talked last before your game against Trenton, you said you guys want to set the tone. You did that here tonight. How do you keep things rolling and sort of keep the winning momentum going as you come in here to Notre Dame and get a big one on the road?
Well, I don't know how we keep it rolling as we're going to head into Ewing, a tough place to play on Tuesday night. But we're going to get back to work on Monday and watch the film and figure it out.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for taking the time as always. Again, I'm sorry, I don't have a gift certificate to give you, but we got some football.
No, we're going the first and 10. Me, Bob, it's all good.
There we go.
Listen, we'll be all right. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
What you do.
Don DeLeo, head coach of the Rams, a nice victory for them this afternoon, 53 to 50. The final score. I don't know why I want to keep saying 53 to 30. Not giving the Irish enough credit. 53 to 50, the final score. And you heard from the man himself, Don DeLeo, an aggressive effort, an aggressive agenda to start this game. Defense leading to offense. And when the Rams are at their best, they force points off of turnovers, and they did that down the stretch. And they made their free throws down the stretch. Just 3 misses at the stripe for the team on the night. I want to thank all of our sponsors who made today's broadcast possible. The Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, Notre Dame High School and Laura Sarubi, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, Jammer Doors and Windows, Hyundai of Trenton, all proud to bring you today's coverage here on WBCB. One final time for the crew. Colin Sommer produced today's stream. Ryan Baxter did our camera work and color commentary. Thank you so much to both of them. What a great job as always. One final time here from Notre Dame. The Rams victorious over the Irish by a final score of 53 to 50. Hightstown improves to 8-7 and the Irish drop to 6-5 on the year. Until we talk to you again, we thank you so much for tuning in to Mercer County High School Basketball here on WBCB. Have a great weekend, everybody.